Welcome everyone. This is my Let's Play series on the Rainy Day Skyblock server, Season 4, and we're up to episode 14. Now the last two episodes went out fairly close together, so I think I'm going to take a little bit of time with this episode, but I still have no idea what I'm going to do. But let me just, let's just go in and have a look at a few things first. Now, I think this is turned on. It seemed to be flashing, so let's turn it off so that we're not making lots of noise. Okay. Right. So what I have been doing, I have been grinding the mobs to try and get Cloud Pass and an Anniversary Pass XP. And if we go in and have a look, let's look at Anniversary Pass. We're finished, so let's go and see where we're up to. Okay, got those ones. Alright, we're up to here, so claim. So there we go. So lots of cases and so on. I will have a look at the just the normal pass, just to see where we're up to. So some gold blocks, some XP, a couple of thunder keys, cloud coins, sky dust, money. And yep, so hollow patch is next. So that gets me a little bit more money, which is good. Sky dust I've got lots of now, so that's great. Yeah, so let's just open these chests. I'll just get rid of some of this stuff out of the way. So move these down. Move these back up again. Is that all of them? Yep, and then we've got some keys. So I've got cosmetic, July, anniversary, oops, and thunder. But let's open the cloud cases first, see what we get. Okay, so sprite skin, that's good because I don't have any sprite skins anymore. I did have some in my previous login that I didn't bring across, but I didn't really worry too much about it. I can just get some new ones. So the cloud axe, okay. Duplicate. Okay, try again. The cloud hoe, okay. Last one. And the lightning chat tag, okay. Alright, let's open some gem cases. Right in between 4 blues. Duplicate, okay. The shovel, and last one of the gem cases. A sprite jar cosmetic, I can't use that, so that's fine. Alright, okay. Okay, let's go and do the crates. see what we get. So we'll start out with the what happened to that? Did I just drop that? Did I have 2 or 3? I thought I had, no, I only had 2. Okay. Alright. Hello, large Neo. Right, let's try Thunder. Okay. And another one. Alright. I'm just going to go into a PV that I don't usually use and just put everything in there. Flame, soul speed, respiration. Okay. Put those in there. Put that in there. I'll just put everything in for now. I'll leave that there for now. And there we go. Okay, so cosmetic key. Where is it? Over here. When did I get a cloud case again? Okay. Cloud trail. Okay. So the July crate key. Where is that? Over here. Alright, let's get some really good stuff. Let's go. What did I get? Rainy Day, enchant books, gold leaf, mortal, thunder keys, hollow. Mortal custom enchant books, 5 thunder keys, 3 hollow packs. Okay. Alright, and let's go for the anniversary. Actually what I will do, again, I'll go to PP8. What did I get? These are just Scythe, Enlightened. Enlightened's okay, Poison Blade. Okay. Alright, 3-day rain rank. Alright, I'll give that away or keep it or whatever. Right, so the anniversary, let's go. XP, money, sprite key, cloud coins, cosmetic key, hatch pack, cosmetic key, fly, enchant book, gold, chunk collector, cell wand, and a gem case. Okay. Gem case. Alright. I did get a sprite key. Cloud coins are good. Chrome hatch packs. Okay, alright. Okay, so what did I get here? Respiration. Oh, they're all just standards. So again, move all these here. What did I get? An ore chunk collector, which I don't really need. Gold. Okay. So I'm going to open the hatch packs. Actually, no, I'm not. I'm going to open the keys first. So cell ones. So thunder keys. Okay. Actually, did I get that back again? No, I didn't. Okay. So. Couple more cosmetics and sprite key. And the case, and then I'll go all of the hatch packs. Rain rank, and a fly perk. Okay. Alright, so thunder again. Let's go. – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – Okay, money, money and cloud coins. Redstone and gold. Chunk collector and bone shards. What did I get? Ore chunk collector again, okay. Sky dust and fragments. And XP and another chunk collector. Another ore. 3 ore chunk collectors, okay. Well, hopefully they'll sell okay. So cosmetic keys again. Let's see what we get. I'll just open them. Primal case, Doppler case. Alright, let's open the cases. A gem case. The gem hoe. Primal case. The wild, okay, and the Doppler case. Is that a sprite jar? Yeah, sprite jar, okay. And a sprite key. Alright, let's get more sprites, or another sprite. Not a pet coin. I got a pet coin, okay. Didn't really want pet coin. Alright, so I might just go back to the island and open these back at the island. Okay, so let's see. Alright, we'll open the elite ones first. I'm just going to open them. Did I get a rare? And a epic, okay. 3 holo packs is quite nice, so we'll get a chrome one. I might just actually do this one. We'll see what we get. Nah, nothing spectacular, so did I get the epic? Okay, let's try the holos. Epic, mythic, and common. Oh, I'm gonna get the common, aren't I? I did. Try holo again. Celestial, celestial. Oh, look at that! Celestials! Let's let it roll and see what we get. I bet you it's a celestial. Yep, celestial. I was hoping it might be a ruby or something like, or gold, but hey. And last one. Let's do the same again. Common, uncommon, legendary. What do we get? Common, okay. Alright. I don't know how I'm going with hatching at the moment. Let's have a look. Right, yep, so I've got 2 celestials that will take a little over a day. So what I'm going to do is I'll put my 2 commons and then I'll go with the rare. And if I go back into here, yeah, out of eggs altogether. So let's just put these 2 here, or these 3, sorry. There we go. All right. Okay, put those away. And the clash ingredients, let's just check and see what we've got. Gold leaf. Okay, I think these are actually supposed to be up here in place of these ones, but I'm not sure. We will see. So the gold leaf, I got no idea what order these go in. So gold fragment, I think, goes there, and bone shards go up here. Okay. More gold armor. Now have I got... Alright, okay, so all of these books I'm just going to put away. Gold I'll put away. What else is there? I'll put that away. I don't need that. Don't need this. Everything else I will need for later on. I've got bone. I'm going to leave that there for now. Axe. I've been working on my bow, so my bow's now got Voidbringer 3, Skullcrusher 3, and Hunter 4 on it. So I've been working on that. So that's been doing that whilst I've been doing the mob grinding. Bones and nether quartz I've got because I want to do the underworld trees. I'll talk about that soon. Enhanced lapis for everything else is there is fine, and I'll put these away as well. So around here, books. Let's just grab all those, put all these back here. I'll put no, I won't put them there. Okay, then I'll grab this. That there. Have I got... No, I don't. Okay. Oops. Put those there. Ah. Put these in here. So a lot of organizing here, but gold. Now I think I started put gold up here. I did. So I just haven't done the item frame for it yet. And yep. So gold weapons go in here. All right. Okay. Right. That'll do for now. So just quickly, I'll just talk about the trees down here on this platform. I did put down a grid of the underworld trees, and it didn't get me much wood, and it took forever to get rid of the non-decaying leaves type blocks. So what I'm going to do is pretty much exactly the same as I did last season, which was I'll build a little platform off here, and I'll just do a bone meal where I just bone meal the tree. It grows up, I cut the center down, and then bone meal again. And then when I get the get to advanced in Crimson, I'll just change it to warped, and we'll do it again with warped. So that's why I had the quartz to make the observers for the clock, and bones for the bone meal. And yeah, I'll just grab everything else while I'm here. I'll grab that. Yep, okay. And I do need some blocks. I need to obviously make the platform. So there we go. All right. So so there's some quite a bit of key opening and so on. I did okay with it. I didn't get anything spectacular, but I'm rather happy with what I did get. So I will let me just grab some blocks here. Yeah, I'll get ready for building this yeah, I'll get ready for building this. I want to build it down there. I don't want to build it up here. Up here is only really for decoration, except for essentials like the origin and storage and fishing and so on like that. But actual farms I'm going to put down here. So I'm going to have a bit of a break, and then I'll get started on the underworld tree farms. See you after the break. Okay, welcome back everyone. All right, let's go and get started on this platform. So I think I'll start it over here. I've got to get rid of those ore chunk collectors at some stage. I have to have a look and see how much they go for in the whatever it is, the auction house. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oop. 8. I might as well come all the way out to above here. Is that one more? Is that it? Okay, there. Yeah, that's it. Okay. Okay, doesn't matter. Whoop. Okay. Yeah. How's that? I'm missed out by a little bit. Okay. Actually, what I will do is just grab this one here. Where's my pickaxe? There. Okay, there we all are. And if I just fix this one up. Okay. Alright, that should hopefully give me enough to finish this off. There we go. Alright, okay. Okay, so what I want to do is I need some crimson nylium, which is this one, and I only really need 2. So 2. And if I go go right in about there, and we'll go we'll do one forward as well. We put actually what I will do, no, I won't do that. Ah, I'll get those back. Ah, netherrack. Well, that was a bit silly. Alright, let's try that again. Shop. Two. Okay. Alright, so if I go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we go 1 there, 1 there. Put 1 there, 1 there. Right, now I need to make dispenser. I'm gonna go check and see if I've got any dispensers. If I don't, I'll probably have to get some materials anyway, so... Yeah, dispensers, there we go. Right, I think I only need 1. Got redstone. Get some more of this. Right, I need some... I need to make a couple of observers, so... Here we go, observers 1 and 2. I do need... Oh, actually, that's what I forgot. Piston. I need wood and iron, so I need wood. Will do. Now I do need it to be sticky piston, which means I need some slime, and I don't know whether there's any for sale or any available, so let's have a look. Does not look like it. Pardon me. Cannot see any slime balls or slime blocks or anything like that. No. Okay. Alright, I will leave that for the moment. I'll probably do that a bit later. I'll see if I can find a slime block. Did I put those side by side? That was a bit silly. 1, 2, 3. What have I done? It doesn't matter. Alright, so let's go. The dispenser goes there. The observer goes I think the observer goes that way. Yep. This observer goes this way. And we have the piston goes there. And then we have the lever. I wonder if I can get away with just doing using 2 pistons. So if I do that, so now that's flashing a lot. We don't have anything in there. If I go like that, so essentially I would need another piston. I don't have wood again. Okay. All right. I'm just going to do it like that. I'm just going to do it the cheap and easy way. And if I get some slime, then I can make a sticky piston. Okay, so workbench, another piston. I need another lever and head back down again. And I think I'll just put, I need to put this here like this. Oh. Thankfully, I now have lots of sky dust. Okay, so try again. Piston. I might put that one there instead of there because I don't know whether if I put it here it's going to affect that. So if I do that, that turns it off. Yep, okay. So, alright, let's go in and just make some bone meal. Okay, I'm not going to worry about putting bone meal from here in a hopper or anything like that. I'm just going to do it like this. And so if I turn it on again, didn't turn it on. Oh, I've got to turn this one off. Yeah, okay. Right, so there we go. So now it's trying to do it. So I'll just turn it back off again. Okay. Yeah, a bit fiddly here. A sticky piston would be much better, but for the moment I don't have one. So let's go back into shop and we get the crimson fungus. I'll just grab a stack. All right. And okay, my axe needs repairing. It's a pretty okay. Yep. So is my fix available? Yes, it is. Okay, try again. So turn it on. Okay, there we go. All right. So basically, all I do here is just stand here. And oh, what happened there? Whoa. Okay. Something went really weird there. So let's try this again. Okay. So put another one in. Okay, and we just keep doing this. Now the filler blocks will. Oh, what's going on there? This is a little bit different to last season. Yeah. Actually, no, there should be an axe. Okay. Might be better, depending on how much. Might be better to actually fly up and then go downwards. Yeah, okay. Now, actually I need to grab some bone meal. So when the that turns into netherrack, I just bone meal it again with the crimson Nylium next to it, and it just changes, which is good. So okay, did that make a really big one? It did. Okay, that's okay. So let's go back here, and yeah, we just okay, and yeah, so that's basically the farm. Now just need to decide on whether it's easier to go upwards. For the small ones it probably is, but it's a bit hard to tell whether it's a small one or not. Because if you get, yeah, so if you do that, it's a small one, you can just stand here and do it. But if it gets a big one, that's a small one again, you can't tell just from looking from the bottom as to how tall it is. You have to basically fly up and do it. But most of them are the small ones, so you can just stand here and just chop from the bottom, yeah, like that. And then once you've gotten your tree to advanced, you just chop down all of the filler blocks and do it again with the warped. See if I can get another big one. Nope. Okay. Yeah, no, that's not a big one. Now you can see that it is taking me a long time for this. If I have a look here, I'm only up to 192 out of 1,000 for proficient. I then have to get it up to advanced as well, which would probably be 2,500. So this is going to take a long time. If I get an average of say 5 per tree, so that's 40 trees, no, 400? No, 5 per tree, 100 is 500, 150, so around about 150 trees, so that's 2.5 stacks to get to proficient, and then you've got to do it again for to get to advanced. So this is not ideal, but neither is... Right, I'm just going to turn this off for the moment. If I can find my way out, I can't. Okay. Can't do that because that's there. So there we go. No, one more. There we go. Okay. So yeah. Yeah. So if I do a grid of say 10 by 10 trees here, so that's 100 trees. Average of 5 per tree, so that's 500. So that still won't get me to proficient, but then again, but then after you do it, after you plant them all, you have to go in and get rid of all of the filler blocks. Whereas here, if I just keep doing this, I just basically have one huge filler block tree of filler blocks, and that's it, which doesn't take too long to get rid of. So there we go. So that's my my basic underworld tree farm. This will do for warped, and then once I get crimson, once I get to warped, I can do exactly the same, just change it out for warped Nylium and do warped. Then we have the mushrooms. Now I'm not quite sure what to do with the mushrooms. I think it's easier just to plant mushrooms around here, plant them on podzol so that there's no light requirement, and then chop them all down. You get more per tree, more knowledge per tree, per mushroom for mushrooms rather than this stuff. This is horrible. So yeah. Alright, so I'm probably going to have to grind that for a long time. My wheat has all grown. I haven't been doing anything with that. You do need to get wheat to expert for something, but I can't remember what it is. I think. And then the pumpkins, I've been doing a little bit of pumpkin farming, but not much. I've been concentrating more on getting the annual anniversary pass. Sorry. So yeah, there we go. So that's another farm done. It's a very basic one, but it works. So I'm probably going to concentrate on the farms for a little bit. I've also done a little bit of mining, but not too much. And I haven't done too much fishing. I've just been concentrating on these guys here. So there we go. So I'll have another break and I'll do some grinding and I'll come back and we'll see what else we can do. Over here for now, just in case I don't like this one. The idea is you go in here, you look up and you mine across and back again. The reason I'm doing this is because you can have it as long as you want. You have the lava sources in here and the water sources up here, and that means that the blocks will generate basically as far as you want to put the lava sources. Now I've only done a small one here. I've done 4 blocks wide. Basically what I'm thinking of doing is, because I want to try and use jackhammer, so basically if I stand here and I go in between these two, then when jackhammer procs, it will get this row here and this row here, and then if I'm here when it procs, it'll get this row and this row, or column, whatever you want to call it. I don't know whether I'm going to do the redstone that I've got over here. I'd have to put the piston here and here, so that it pushes me back and forth in between these two. The problem with that is I then can't get in and out. So I'm not quite sure how I'm going to do it. I might just make it stick a yeah, where are we? These two. Yeah, I might just stick a trapdoor there and a trapdoor there. So I just go between these two like this, looking upwards. I will have to put hoppers here so that it collects all the fillers. But there we go. All right. So basically, you just have 2 chambers. One chamber here, you put lava sources. Now it does have to be lava sources all the way through. You can't have flowing lava. So you have to put, in this case, 16 or 20 lava sources. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, 20 lava sources. And then here you put up here you put the water sources up here, and it flows down, and so you have flowing water down here. Now these I've just placed in to stop the lava from flowing. So if I go and grab from the shop, I'll grab yeah, why I keep moving. Actually, before I do that, let's go in and what do we want? We want 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. So let's just build that up. Let's try again. Why does it keep moving me? That's weird. Alright, so fill inventory. 20, that's it. Okay, and I need 4 water buckets, so I'll go and do that as well. Okay, alright. So basically I have to put the lava sources down here. Okay, and then what I will do is I will place filler blocks and put more lava sources. So that way I don't get lava flowing absolutely everywhere. And making a mess of things. Okay, and last few. One, two. Okay, now I've made this out of glass just to make it visible, make it so that you can see what's happening. I've put wood along these sides here, so that if I am mining and go past where I should, it'll take me a little bit extra to mine the wood. So hopefully I'll realize what I'm doing. And then here I put in the water sources, so 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright, now if I've done this correctly, which to be honest I'm absolutely not certain that I have, that's my silk touch axe. Let me just go and get my other one, which is there. I had the silk touch just so in case I needed to break some glass. Alright, so let's see if I go here and we go there we go. So you can see that as the lava fills up, yeah, okay. I have no idea whether I've got jackhammer on at the moment. I don't think I've got my mining gear on, so, or my mining pets on for that matter. So I might not have jackhammer, but that seems to be working. Now what I will do, let's go get some more wood. Okay, and I'll make a couple more of these. And let's just say we go like that and like that. Okay, so if I put those up, stand in the middle, looking upwards, and we go, yeah. Okay. Right, that seems to be working, and then if you want to get out, you just hop out like that. I do need to do the storage underneath, and also build a building around this if I'm going to keep it. But yeah, so there we go. So that's a vertical ore gen. So the benefit of this is that you can build it as long as you want. I don't find that that's too, at least for now, I don't find that that's too beneficial, because it takes you quite a while to mine 5 blocks anyway. So by the time you've mined 5 blocks, the next blocks over are coming back. So it's not really much use doing more than 2 or 3. So I think I might put my mining pets on and see how I go, and see whether it actually works with jackhammer. So I'll see you after the break. Okay, welcome back everyone. Alright, so I've one thing that I forgot to check, thankfully it all worked out, was the chunk borders. So the chunk borders go along this way and along this way, so all of this is within a chunk, which is great. So I grabbed another collector, which I happen to have available, and I put that down. And then also I've added this down here, which is my extra collection for the well, that's, yeah, anyway, the extra collection for the filler blocks. And I've added a cell chest, so if I flick that, everything starts flowing into the cell chest. So I'll turn that off again. I haven't worked out a way to get up and down from here yet. I will probably have to just add stairs here going downwards or something like that. But yeah, so let me just turn those chunk borders off again. There we go. I've also changed my ore gen back to Underworld. I don't know why I had it at Earth, but yeah, so yeah, look, so actually I want to, yeah, that's right. Okay, so yeah, so you can see there that jackhammer just procced, and am I flying? Yeah, I might have been flying, which is why it was flying up a bit. But yeah, so now jackhammer procs, it gets the blocks on the side as well. So it just gives you that those extra available blocks. You can see it just propped there as well. Yeah. So yeah, so it just works. It just takes advantage of that that proc, which the previous one wasn't really doing. It just means I get a few extra blocks every once in a while. Yeah. Now I am still collecting some of the filler blocks. I don't know why. I do have hoppers down there, and the filler blocks are going into there. More filler blocks that are in here. So if I put these back up here again, and we'll just try again. It might have been just that I was flying originally. Let's try again. Do that, pointing upwards, and yeah, see, so I'm still collecting. You can see down there, I'm still collecting some. I think what the issue is that some of the drops are dropping and landing like right in the middle of the hopper, which means they don't get collected, and or they're landing like at this edge of the hopper and they don't get collected. So when I move over it, I collect it myself. Not really quite sure why there, so I will just have to keep going. It's not too much, doesn't really matter. You only usually get, you know, like a few stacks every now and again, and if you want, you can I might just take these off for now. Yeah, I can just come down here and just throw them in anyway. Yep. All right, so there we go. So there is my new ore gen. I will try it out, see how it goes. What I might be able to do, it will mean I'll probably have to redo down the bottom a bit, is I will maybe try putting hopper mine carts underneath. So if I have a just a solid block here and put a hopper mine cart here, it will draw through the solid block, but I think it also draws quite a bit around rather than just the top, so that might work as well. I just have to work that out, so I might test that later on and see. So now the thing I want to do is build a little building around this. It doesn't need to be that big, but I do want it to be enclosed because this is a bit ugly. So I want to make a little enclosed building. I'll probably put the door, one door here and one door over here, and we'll see how I go. So I might try and get some ideas and some materials to do that, and I will come back to that later. Let me just quickly go and put these back in here. Okay, so coming down here, I did a little bit of grinding on here, but it's so annoying that I didn't do too much. I don't have my bone meal with me, so and yeah, so things I have to do is what's my alright, I can't remember what my pumpkin's at. I don't know whether it's at advanced or not yet. Let's go and grab some stuff that I need. So axe, that's the silk touch one. Where's my other one? There. No? There, okay. I'll grab my sword, grab my bow, I'll leave my fishing rod for now, grab that. Okay, I need to refill all of these filler blocks. Okay, and let's put these in here. Yeah, no, nothing there. Okay. All right. Yeah. All right. So it is okay. So I do have it up past advanced. So what's next? Pitcher plant. All right. So what I have to do now is I will. What's my wheat up to? Wheat is up to specialist as well, but I want to get wheat to expert. Yeah, so what I might do now is I will harvest 1, 2, 3 and a bit. So I'll harvest, yeah, I'll harvest all of these and then I'll plant pitcher plants. So I have 3 of wheat and 3.5 of pitcher plants, and then I can continue on. I still do want to get wheat to expert. I can't remember what it gives me. Let me have a look. Fortune 4, yeah, okay. Alright. Alright, okay, so that's my task for now, is to harvest these, put the whatever it is it torch seed? Pitcher plant, sorry. Yep, put the pitcher plants down. Pitcher plants don't give me anything, I don't think. No. Pumpkin gives me spider spawners if I get experts pumpkin, so I'll keep the pumpkin farm there. But yeah, so then I need pitcher plants. Alright, okay. So let's do that. I will do that and I'll come back after the break. Okay, welcome back everyone. Alright, I have been working on the farms here, and I've planted the crops. So now down here, if we have a look for my water flows, I have fixed these up a little bit. So instead of just having the sign and the possibility that crops would fall just on the ice and not go into the water flow, I've done this where anything behind this goes over the ice under the slab and keeps going, but anything that falls on the slab goes down and keeps going as well. So this basically should mean that there's no dead spots. Everything should be collected. And then what I also had to do is, it's a bit hard to see, but yeah, it's a bit hard to do this thing here with the extra water on top right on the end here, because you end up with a water source here, a water source here, and they're supposed to be flowing in the middle, but this becomes a water source and it just basically becomes dead flat water. So what I had to do was I had to move the water stream in the middle, the one going down the middle, down 1 block, and so then these streams these streams simply just flow to the edge and the items just fall in rather than previously where they slid over the ice and into the stream on the same level. So that did mean I did have to move down 1, which means I'm cutting a little bit further into this farm, but I'm pretty sure it's okay. I've still got plenty of room there. I may have to do the same thing here. I haven't done anything here, so these have still got the dead spots. Yeah, so I may do the same thing where I put the slab and the water going down, but that means I'll have to do the same thing where I get this middle bit and move it down 1 block. Now, if we have a look over here, if I put another, have I got any blocks? I don't. So if I put another block here, so I say slab there. Yeah, so if we bring it down another block, I don't know whether I'm going to be hitting my head or not. If I do, then I'll just work something out. But yeah, so I've now got torch flowers for the 3.5. Not quite sure what happened there. Don't know. And then I've got the wheat continuing to grow along here. So yeah, so there we go. So I've got to get expert in wheat so that I can unlock I think it's fortune or something like that. But with these, I don't think these have got anything, so I can just get these up to advanced and then go on to the next one, which is Let's have a look. Glowberries, okay. Glowberries are, again, they're another slightly annoying crop. I don't really have enough room here unless I don't want to collect the glowberries and just do them here where they come down all the way around here, and I just farm them that way. What I did last season was I had them growing underneath my cactus farm, but I had enough room for them, and I just flew across from side to side until I got to advanced. So I might do the same, although I don't have too much room. If I don't try and collect them, because my collection is over there, I've only got down to about here. The other thing I can do is I can do a farm up here, so that, say, it starts up here and goes down there. I don't know yet. I might yeah, I'm not quite sure. I might do them coming down from here, and maybe I'll have a water source that comes over to here and flows maybe directly into one of these. I'm not quite sure, but yeah. So that's my thoughts for the next crop. So there we go. So yeah, I'll see you after the break. Okay, welcome back everyone. Right, I have actually built a little structure here. I had no idea what I was doing. I wasn't referencing anything. I was just building. So it's basically just just a little temple. I've got some banners here that they're supposed to be the Japanese paper walls, but I've just put them like this on either side. And you know, they flap in the wind, so that's okay. Looks good. But yeah, so I didn't make it completely covered. I left it open so that you can see the stuff inside. I thought that was quite good. And yeah, I've just done a basic roof. Wondering, can I just go like, I don't know whether this works. So that worked there. I had some trouble with this last time where this was directional. No, that worked. Okay, there we go. Alright, so yeah, it just makes it a little bit neater on top. Yeah, alright, there you go. So that's my structure around my new oregen. Now, as I said, I won't take this down as yet. I'll leave it just in case something happens, something goes wrong here. But it's pretty simple. We just stand here, and somehow I've got outside there, and just mine like this. Yeah. Ooh, nearly knocked over a drink then. Have I got any attribute points? I have one attribute point. So I need to, yeah, so I need to increase my stamina, my block breaking speed. So that, okay. Where am I? Yeah. Yeah, it's a bit better. Okay, so there you go. Right, there is my, yep, so that's my new structure. I don't think it looks too bad. So let's just quickly put some stuff away. I have no idea whether I've got all of this in here, so if I don't, it'll sort it all out for me. There we go. I got 2 more of those black banners, or sorry, white banners. Can't really put them around there. Where else could I put them? Yeah. What if I just put them up here? Just to hide it a little bit. I could probably put another couple going down. I did I did something the other day. I didn't mention it. I forgot all about it, but when I had this running, I heard this flapping noise and had no idea what it was. And I'm going, that doesn't sound right. Something's going on. And what it was this redstone ladder was here, and so there was glass there, and redstone here. And then basically, because it was redstone, it was flapping this open and closed every single time it went on, off. This was flapping and opening and closing. So I had to see if I could move it over and whether that affected it. It didn't. It works, and this no longer flaps. And thankfully, I was lucky enough for the other 2 ladders to be in between the windows rather than right against the window over as in over here, so they didn't have to do anything there. But yeah, that was interesting, trying to work out what was going on and then how to fix it. All right, so there we go. So that's another structure. I think I will I'll leave that as it is. It's not too bad. You can see through it into the water and everything like that, but that's okay. The other thing I was thinking of with these banners was maybe enclosing these. So put the banners along here, around here, to make it more of an enclosed building. But I would need to have something. Yeah, I would probably need to build it out a little bit more so that I could have enough room, and I don't really want to rebuild the structure. So yeah, anyway. Okay, I'll leave it at that. I need to go and do some more farming and some more wood chopping. I got my crimson down there up to proficient, so now I've just got to get up to advanced. Now advanced is 2,500, and if we say we get an average of about 6 per we'll say 6, we'll be, or 5, we'll say 5 per sapling. So 64 saplings are 300 and what's that, 320? 320, so I need probably about 8 or 9 stacks, and a stack takes quite a while to do. So, and then I've got to do it all again for warped. So yeah, be nice if they changed the trees around a little bit, made them maybe the later game, like mushroom rather than early game, and then that way you can just get to them, get through and leave it at that. But or even just something different, I don't know what, but yeah. Okay, all right, I think I'll call that a video. I don't know whether I've recorded enough. If not, I will come back and do some more, but otherwise, yeah, so there we go. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video, and see you next time.